An affordance is the possibility of an action on an object or environment. Additional meanings have developed, largely a result of misinterpretations. The original definition in psychology includes all actions that are physically possible. When the concept was applied to design, it started also referring to only those action possibilities which one is aware of. The word is used in a variety of fields: perceptual psychology, cognitive psychology, environmental psychology, industrial design, human-computer interaction, interaction design, communication studies, instructional design, science, technology and society, streets, and artificial intelligence. Psychologist James J. Gibson originally introduced the term in his 1977 article The Theory of Affordances and explored it more fully in his book The Ecological Approach to Visual Perception in 1979. He defined affordances as all action possibilities latent in the environment, independent of an individual's ability to recognize them, but always in relation to agents, people or animals, and therefore dependent on their capabilities. For instance, a set of steps which rises 4 feet high does not afford the act of climbing if the actor is a crawling infant. Gibson's is the prevalent definition in cognitive psychology. Affordances were further studied by Eleanor J. Gibson, wife of James J. Gibson, who created her theory of perceptual learning around this concept. Eleanor Gibson's book, An Ecological Approach to Perceptual Learning and Development, explores affordances further. Jakob von Uexküll had already discussed the concept in the early 20th century, calling it the functional tinting, Funktionalität, of organisms with respect to stimuli. In 1988, Donald Norman appropriated the term affordances in the context of human-machine interaction to refer to just those action possibilities that are readily perceivable by an actor. Through his book The Design of Everyday Things, this interpretation was popularized within the fields of and interaction design. It makes the concept dependent not only on the physical capabilities of an actor, but also on their goals, beliefs, and past experiences. If an actor steps into a room containing an armchair and a softball, Gibson's original definition of affordances allows that the actor may throw the chair and sit on the ball, because this is objectively possible. Norman's definition of perceived affordances captures the likelihood that the actor will sit on the armchair and throw the softball. Effectively, Norman's affordances suggest how an object may be interacted with. For example, the size, shape and weight of a softball make it perfect for throwing by humans, and it matches their past experience with similar objects. The focus on perceived affordances is much more pertinent to practical design problems, which may explain its widespread adoption. Norman later explained that this restriction of the term's meaning had been unintended, and that he would replace it by perceived affordance in any future revision of the book. However, the definition from his book has been widely adopted in and interaction design, and both meanings are now commonly used in these fields. Following Norman's adaptation of the concept, affordance has seen a further shift in meaning where it is used as an uncountable noun, referring to the easy discoverability of an object or system's action possibilities, as in this button is good affordance. This in turn has given rise to a use of the verb afford, from which Gibson's original term was derived.